Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with the next episode of my TV Scaries. The Horrorman's TV Scaries is a series in which I discuss horror-themed episodes of TV shows that are not typically horror-themed. The episode I'll be discussing in this video features the Cropsy Maniac. And no, it's not the Cropsy from The Burning, but it's sort of the same idea. It's titled, It Was a Dark and Stormy Night, and it was the Season 7 premiere of Full House. It Was a Dark and Stormy Night begins with the three girls, along with Kimmy and Steve, at Camp Lakota. It's the last day of camp, and the girls are disappointed about leaving. They say goodbye to their camp friends, and Michelle says goodbye to the camp mascot, Gilbert the bunny. But before leaving, Steve tells all of them a scary story about the camp. He claims the camp cabin was built over the remains of a man named Cropsy. Cropsy's house was demolished by a bulldozer, with him still inside. He was buried alive in rubble and mud. And every time it rains and it's muddy outside, Cropsy returns. Half man, half mud. They all return home, and Michelle secretly takes Gilbert with her. When DJ and Stephanie find out, they tell Michelle Gilbert can't live with them, and he must be returned to the camp. So DJ asks Steve to drive them back to the cabin, and he does. But when they get there, it starts raining, and it becomes very muddy. And Steve's car gets stuck in the mud. So now DJ, Stephanie, Michelle, and Steve are stranded in the cabin, and it's a dark and stormy night. As the rain pours down, thunder roars, and lightning strikes, someone appears outside the cabin door. Michelle fears that it's the Cropsy Maniac from Steve's story, but the rest of the group tries to convince her that it was just a campfire tale. Unfortunately for them, some campfire tales are true. Outside the cabin is half man, half mud, and as the door swings open, the group might find themselves face to face with the Cropsy Maniac. Of course, like many of these other horror-themed episodes, this one always stuck with me as a horror fan. In fact, this one really stands out because I remember it premiered on my birthday that year. Not only that, but It Was a Dark and Stormy Night has one of the most bizarre endings to a Full House episode ever. It's one of those scenes that you almost think you made up in your head. It's definitely a fun episode though. It's Full House with just a little taste of camp slasher. Next time on The Horrorman's TV Scaries, it's Saw meets Godfather 2 in an episode of the greatest series of all time. Tune in next week to find out what it is. Thanks for watching, guys. Be kind. Subscribe.